Hello everybody, here we are starting to draw the eye, and I started with straight line as you always just outline where my corners of the eye is gonna be, and I'm kind of making the lines. And look, it's not just round eye, it has a little bit of different shape, sort of like ellipse, just with corners on the side. When I outline it, I carefully just create the eye shape that I see in front of me. Be careful and remember that every eye shape is different. You're drawing your own eye, and so you need to get the shape of your eye. And I just gesture a little bit of my irises here. The eye shape is ready. I'm not gonna make it dark or light yet. I just trying to make it so the shape of the eye, and outline the low lid and upper lid. So low and upper lid is another feature that you have to concentrate on. We all have different low and upper lid, and to see the shape of upper lid, I outline my eyebrows, because under the eyebrows I will see the shape. Remember the
Here
negative space
I just fix it
that
a little
you
bit with my
look
eraser,
at,
and I'm
and
trying to get
negative
the
space under the
eyelids that
eyebrows
is not
and
just
between the
flat.
upper lid
They need
is
to be double
different for everyone.
eyelids. And
It's kind
upper
of like
eyelids, you will
fingerprints for
probably see
everyone.
the
So
wrinkles that
I'm
create the
making
upper
the
eyelid
negative
and
space
create
under the
lacrinal
my
caruncle that
eyebrows.
is tears coming in, so that corner is very important, so don't miss that part. So you can see that it's kind of like a diamond shape, but not exactly straight, and everybody have different. And I have on the top lid the wrinkles that shows that my top lid is doubles, and the bottom lid is has a wideness too, so don't forget to make it wide on the bottom. Now I'm started to do the pupil, and it's somewhere on, it's not completely on the middle of the eyes, just pay attention. It's close to the top of the eye, because upper lid is covering the most of the roundness of the eye. Together with my irises and pupils, I try to outline the highlights on the eye that I can see, and to figure out where my my light gonna come from. Now I start to use a softer and darker pencil, that is 6B, to outline my darker parts of iris and pupil. And the pupil is first, and it's gonna be dark, but I'm missing the place where highlight's gonna be. Of course you can always erase it, but I prefer that you just miss it and leave the paper light where the highlights on your reflecting from your eyes, like from the glass that we did. Now I started to cover the pupil with darker pencil, and I am working to describe the shape of the pupil. So be really careful, not just do the shading, to do the shading to show the round object, like you did on a still life. It's the same ball that we did the shading of the ball, it's just on your eye. I am covering little bit of the whiteness of my eye. It's not really white, it's supposed to be number 2 values. To show the highlights on my eyes, you have to show the darkness of it as well. So under the upper eyelid, it's very dark shadow. It's cast shadow from the eyelid, so it could be straight and very dark, like from the fruit of edges you did. So just remember the shapes you done before, and on a low lid, see, I erase a little bit too dark edges I made, so I erase it to show the second line of the wideness of the low lid, and that lid is catching light. Actually, it's lighter than upper a lot, so don't do just contour line like people usually who cannot draw. They do the same wideness and darkness on upper lid and bottom lid. It's different, so be careful not to create the same values. I'm just slowly working on shading everything, and the crease above the upper lid, pay attention, it has cast shadow and it has form shadow. So the cast shadow is very sharp line inside. I don't make it that sharp because the form shadow is outside, and so I work against the form and very careful, just layering. I'm layering my eyebrows right now just to finish the eye and show all the values around the eye. We need to show everything, the eyebrows, the lid, and everything else. To make the value a little bit smoother and the shading smoother, because our eyes is basically the skin, I use a paper towel to smooth it up, to make a conus from paper towel and make it smoother and smoother. And then I am working with lines. I describe the shape of the eye again and again, and then smooth it up. So I'm working slowly to finish my eye with different values. Now I am still using a 6B, but in some point I'm gonna change to 2H or HB pencil to make it a little bit darker on hair. And as you see, I didn't still get the eyelashes. The eyelashes we do the last things you do. You finish everything, upper lid, bottom lip, you finish the value of the lid. See, I'm trying to shade in it to show the darkness under the eyebrows. It's usually the darkness because the eyebrows on the top catching the light, and then it's darker. Your eyes is sitting in kind of inside of that cavity to protect your eyes from damage, so it's in the darkness. The only upper eyelid in some point on the top catching the light and bottom lid catching the light. Everything else is darker than you think. Even the sclera or white part of your eyes is darker. Now, when I got all the value correctly and I can see everything is correct, it's time to do the eyelashes. The eyelashes is the last things you do. See, I'm still fixing a lots of things on my eye, on the skin, on the values, and I did the darkness dark in the eye before. If your eyes are light, just ask yourself how light is light. Is it number 3, number 2, number 5 values? What is the value there? What is the corner? Is it of the eye? Is it looking down? Is it looking up? And how the shape is looking? Is your sclera dark enough to show the highlights? Now the eyelashes. I kind of make it darker on the upper lid, on the second layer of the skin, and I prepare everything to the eyelashes. It's easy to do the eyelashes, but if you do it too early, it's too early. Now see, I show the lacrimal caruncle. Caruncle is tears where the corners where the tears connected. It's usually sparkling with the light and the show the light of the tears, and so I clean it up and show it little bit sparkling spots. Now the eyelashes here, oops. You touch with a sharp pencil to the place where you want eyelashes and kind of like lift the pencil. So touch and lift, touch and lift. And remember that eyelashes is not like a fence. They are not staying straight and parallel to each other. They go in little bit different directions. And at first they are corner to the outside corner of your eyes, the directions of the eyelashes, and when you got to the middle, they are getting straight and then getting to opposite directions of the eye to inside corner of the eye and getting much smaller. So observe your eyelashes, not just do whatever you like to, do your own eyelashes, and some have bigger, the darker eyelashes, some have barely eyelashes. It's characteristic of you as well. And then when I finish it, I put a little bit darker by the bottom of the eyelashes, because the new growing eyelashes create the darker spots, and probably mascara as well, but it's what it is. So on the bottom eyelashes is the same. You touch the pencil and lift it. You kind of like let it go, touch and lift it on eyelashes, and bottom of eyelashes going on upper eyelid, on the second part of the skin. So the skin has a whiteness and it goes on the second part. Now when I finish with my eyelashes, I will just fix the values on my eye, make a last preparation, maybe clean highlights or just light on my eye a little bit. So I'm working like you would work with still life. It's just a life, and remember it's rounded, so to try to make it rounded, you use your eraser as well to open the light and add a little bit more dark with very sharp pencil. Inside of my highlights, as highlights on my eye, I put a little bit of eyelashes reflection, just to make it a little bit more alive and little bit more moving like a normal human eye. So I'm almost done, and in a minute you will see the photograph that before and after the eye, and you will see what happened with my highlight. I clean a little bit light inside of the inside corner of my eye, where tears come into. I add a little bit shading, and here we go. I finish my eye completely. Thank you.